Hi, everybody. Avana Intuitive here with my Akashic Records reading show for February 7th, 2023. I want to let you know, first of all, that I am planning to post every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you want to tune in, this is a recorded show. I have pre recorded it, but please tune in, watch it when you have time. Leave your comments below. Like, share, and subscribe, as it really helps the channel, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you for all my new subscribers, and thank you for all my current subscribers who have been with me for a long time or who have recently joined. I really, really do appreciate it. And I really enjoy this because I really feel that together we are all working to really create a new synergy as we move forward. So anyway, again, please post your questions in the comments or below, wherever for next week. And I have, like I did last week, I have opened up the energy of the founders of the Akashic Records, and I have two questions I'm going to ask them. But before I get to that, I wanted to let you know that on Thursday morning I was meditating, and just as I ended my meditation and I got out of bed, I had a question posed to me that I wanted an answer to. And the question was, do these people who are very successful, and I'm talking like Oprah Winfrey, Warren Buffett, Richard Branson, Jeff Bezos, do they have like their own collective consciousness that they have created themselves that they can tap into? Like that group of very successful people have they created their own their own collective consciousness? And can we tap into that? Like, have they created something that they tap into themselves as a group? And can we tap into that? So I actually opened up my Akashic Records earlier in the week, and the answer is yes. Yes and no. No, they do not have their own collective consciousness that they've created themselves. That's not to say they aren't, meeting or doing whatever they do. I mean, obviously, I'm sure they all communicate, whatever. But as far as having their own collective consciousness where they're coming up with these ideas or creating or feel, just working together on these ideas, it's not that they have their own collective consciousness, because there's one collective consciousness that we all can get into. Okay. So it's a main consciousness that allows energy and ideas to flow freely. So I said, that's pretty cool, because that means we can all get into it. So my next question was, now that I've answered this for you, but my next question on Thursday was, well, who is in this collective consciousness? Okay, who is in this? So we have this collective, who's in it? And it said, it is not so much who, but a collective consciousness like the Borg in Star Trek. And basically, I don't know if you're familiar with Star Trek. I'm not too familiar with it, but I know that the Borg was like the enemy. And if you basically did something to one of the Borg, immediately that would go out to all the other Borgs, and they would use their collective consciousness, of course, to look at their files and their recordings and their histories and whatever, and then come up with the answer on how to be successful in the battle. And then all of them would know it. So one would think it, or one would run into an issue, and all of them would get that information immediately that there's an issue. They would all start collecting their information that they have in their collective consciousness, and help that person or help themselves as a collective. And they said that this is actually much is very similar, that one has a thought and the entire collective picks up on it, and they all work together to solve an issue. So this is what they're telling me. This is what we're trying to communicate at this time. When you have an issue, we're trying to have all of this information in an accessible place, like that it's accessible to everybody. So when we have an issue, we all can tap in and find out, what did someone else do? What other vibrational energy, can we use to solve our issue? So I think that's fascinating. But then I said, all right. So I said, so if everybody can tap into this high vibration, which totally cool, and we have a great idea come up, and somebody, starts working on it, or a couple people start working on it, because it's in this collective consciousness, all of a sudden people around the world are picking up on it. So what happens if somebody uses it for evil or for something not good? So we have a great idea, but now it's taken and it's twisted and it's put into into some way of using it in a negative way. And I was heard, this is all higher vibration. Okay, this is all higher vibration. So from from a higher vibration. So if it uses if this is kind of interesting. So this is kind of piggybacks on what we were talking about last week. You have a problem come in, your solution is attached to that problem and it's at a higher vibration. So now you have a higher vibration good idea come in. Someone uses it in a negative way. Okay. So you have this high vibration. The solution of using it in a negative way is a higher vibration, because that negative usage is the solution again, even with a great idea that someone's taken and is using it in a nefarious manner. That solution to that issue is at a higher vibration. It says this is the continued evolution of creation that propels us forward. What? I said to myself, this is like so cool. So this is, and they also wanted to say, okay, and let me just get my notes because I don't want to mess this up because it was very interesting to me. This negative use of a high vibration is. It's nothing good. It's nothing evil. Okay. What it does is this process propels us forward to, in actuality, a better world at a higher vibration. So it says it's actually the evil in this world that is the propulsion system for us to rise to a higher level of vibration. What? I said to myself, this is like crazy. I mean, this is crazy cool, okay? So again, not looking at things as good as or evil, just looking at things as is. We are here to learn, right? Life is the school, love is the lesson. So as we counteract these use of things at a lower vibration, as we counteract this, we become higher vibration. And they said this is what propels us forward to create. We're not stopping, we're not going back. We can only move forward in creation. That's it. You can't get it wrong. We can't get it wrong. And it never ends. So you know what? We take it, we deal with it, we move on. And we ask our higher consciousness, we ask our higher, the higher self, our archangels, our spirit guides, our collectives, what do we need to do? They have the answers. They work through us. The only place is creation. You know what? Right here. Our minds coming through our hands, our mouth. That's it. Our mind. That's it. They can't create anything. Only we create. They have to work through us to create. I just thought it was kind of mind blowing, and I thought it was kind of cool. Not that people haven't discovered this or talked about this many times before, but it was the first time that I was like, whoa, this is really neat. I'm really enjoying this. So that's all that I found. That's really, at that point, that was the end of that message. I don't even know if I could even take any more in that message. That was enough for me to absorb on Thursday morning. But I do have a question, one that I kind of called from the comments last week, and it is, why do some people have no luck getting info from their Akashic records? So let me ask the founders this question. Again, the records of the founders are open. Let me ask. Okay. They're saying that there's a number of reasons. One is it's up in the air. They're showing me a hot air balloon. It's up in the air. It's not time for you to know about it. You are not ready to know about it. The answer is it's like a future problem for your future self to solve. So that is why it's unknowable at this time. Not that it's never going to be known, but it's unknowable at this time because it's up in the air. They're also saying that, yes, perhaps your Akashic, perhaps the reader just isn't skilled enough to pick up on what what their perception was. I mean, what the information that was given, perhaps the reader just did not pick up on it. And that's okay, because all of us Akashic record readers are human, and we're allowed to, not pick up on everything. We're not perfect in any sense of the word. The other thing is they said, and they're saying, the Akashic record reader may have picked up on the information, but may not have talked about it, may not have may not have passed the message on because they may have felt that they weren't ready to pass the message on. What does that mean? That means they're saying that it was a very um, sensitive issue, or the information was maybe not as positive as they would like to talk about, and they may have stopped, not stopped the transmission, but stopped. Oh, sorry about that. Not stopped the transmission, but stopped it from being that the reader stopped it from to the person getting the reading, because they didn't feel that they were qualified enough to not only give the information, but then also have some level of explaining it or working through it with the person that they were giving it to. So we have three issues here. One, the Akashic record reader may not have picked up on any information. Two, some information may not have been given because it right now is in an unknowable state, meaning that your future self can deal with these future issues. You'll be a different person in the future, and that we're feeling that it's a better time in the future to talk about it, or that the reader did get the information. They did not feel that they were qualified to pass that on. And my next question is, well, how ethical is that? And to not give the information. And they're saying it's totally ethical because people are human and sometimes people just are not ready to give that information out. So, how do you solve it? Again, go deep, get another Akashic record reading, find a new reader, or again, just have faith and have trust that you are exactly where you need to be. They're saying, you know, again, they're showing me that hot air balloon and they're saying sometimes you're just not ready to get the information because you're up in the air on an issue, when we can put you in the air in that hot air balloon and you can look out at the beautiful vista, the sunlight, the mountains. That's that's when you have hope that you can solve something or work through an issue, and that's an important time to get information. um, but but yeah, that's really all I'm now I'm kind of losing. I'm not losing the connection, but yeah, that's about all I'm hearing. Is those are the three things that might have happened. So that's my first question. My second question is climate change man-made? I'm going to ask the founders, is climate change man-made? They're showing me Mother Earth Gaia, and they're showing me the crust of the earth, which is where we are. And they're saying you're on the crust, and there is so much more going on the crust, in the oceans, below the crust. They're like, you almost won't even, you can't really conceive of it. Right now, this is information that's unknowable, but I think it's becoming known. That's just me interjecting. But they're like, there is so much going on Mother Earth Gaia. And Mother Earth Gaia is giving this, she's showing me again through the founders that, yeah, you're on the crust of the earth and there's so much more going on. And is some of this man-made? Yes, it is. And why? I'm asking. I'm like, why is that man-made? Because they said some of this climate change is man-made because we're allowing you to, oh my gosh, I'm getting all these thoughts right now. Mother Nature is saying, we're allowing you to solve these issues together, to solve the issues on like planet Earth, okay, spaceship Earth, okay, you're floating through air, you're literally in space floating on this planet. We're allowing you to come up with these ideas, learn how to get into the collective consciousness, to get the solutions, the higher vibrations. They said, so yes, they're saying the founders and Mother Earth are kind of all standing there saying, yes, some of it is man-made, and you are making these issues on your own because, yes, some people aren't doing the right thing, but this is allowing other people to come in on the higher vibrational level to solve it. But some of it is created, I'm hearing, because Mother Earth Gaia is moving to fourth dimension. Her vibration, that Schumann resonance is getting exponentially higher. And as that happens, the weather changes, weather changes. Okay. Things happen. The planet is changing. And they're saying the planet is always changing. You may not see it. You may not feel it every day, but the planet is always changing. So, and as we move into a higher vibration, yes, a lot of the climate change is that. And a lot of it is man-made, but it is really both things. It's not just man-made. Some of it is just natural. Some of it is man-made. So, okay. I hope that helps. It's an interesting perspective. So anyway, now we're going to do our 3-card pick a card. Today I have 3 cards from the Golden Insights Oracle. Here's card 1, card 2, card 3. Think about which card resonates with you. Card 1, card 2, or card 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. If you picked card 1, you picked butterfly. It says transformation, expect changes, new beginnings, and personal growth. If you pick this card, here, I'll put it a little closer. If you pick this card, it very well may be time for you to move forward and just expect the changes that are coming, because they are for your transformation and they're new beginnings for your personal growth. If you picked card 2, you picked clock. It says time pressures, timing issues, ease time's grip when the time is right. If you picked card 2, which is the clock card, it sounds like it may be time to step back, take some time for some self-care, some meditation, a nice hot bubble bath, whatever you want to do, or just having fun, something that you want to do with a group of people, or go out to a concert that you've been, kind of let everything just ease time when the time is right, and ease time's grip. That's actually what's kind of sticking out to me. Ease time's grip. Step back, enjoy some things that you want to enjoy at this time. If you picked card 3, you picked the arrow card. It says movement, direction, achieving goals, and reaching target. If you pick this card, it sounds like it is time. Unlike card 2, where you're stepping back and maybe taking a short break, card 3 seems to mean, it's showing me it might very well be time to move forward. You may, you're going to reach a target, achieve your goals. So there you go. If you pick card 3, time to move it. Time to move if you can. So those are your 3 pick a cards for this week. And I absolutely want to thank you for being here. Please like, subscribe, and share the channel. It is free. The reason I always say that is I asked them to subscribe. They're like, I don't want to buy a subscription. It's free. Don't worry about it. Okay. So absolutely, like, subscribe, and share the channel. And, other than that, I just want to wish everybody a great week. And I will see you next Tuesday. Don't forget to post your questions and your comments. And with that, my friends, namaste.